What if everything you know, your past, your future, your very perception of reality, isn't actually as real as you assume? This isn't just science fiction or philosophical mind games. It's a question that has puzzled scientists, philosophers, and theologians for centuries. Science is already debating whether our world is a simulation, whether what we see, hear, and feel is just a fraction of the full picture. Yet, the idea isn't new. Ancient civilizations spoke of Maya, an illusion that distorts our perception of reality. And today's scientific simulation hypothesis is just a modern take on this age-old concept. But here's what's even more fascinating. One ancient religious worldview has long described this world as an illusion, a temporary existence, a designed reality, and that's the religion of Islam. So, are we living in a simulation? If so, what is the true nature of our existence, and what happens when it ends? Today, we're diving deep into what Islamic theology, modern science, and simulation theory reveal about the nature of reality. By the end of this video, you might never see the world the same way again. So let's start with the big question. What does it even mean for something to be real? Sure, touch the table, blink your eyes, feel the ground beneath you. Feels real enough, right? But what if all of it, matter, time, even your thoughts, were part of an advanced simulation? This isn't just sci-fi. Some of the greatest minds in philosophy and physics take this idea seriously. Philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed a now famous argument. If any civilization becomes advanced enough, they could simulate entire realities with conscious beings inside them. If they can, they probably will, and they'd make many. So statistically, we're more likely inside one of those simulations than in the original base reality. In short, if it's ever been done, we're probably in one right now. Thinkers like Elon Musk and Neil deGrasse Tyson agree there's a high probability we're inside an artificial world created by an advanced intelligence. And the deeper we look into the universe, the more scientists are discovering unsettling clues. The universe behaves strikingly like a programmed system. Quantum physics reveals something bizarre, that reality doesn't seem to take shape until it's observed and loads only what's necessary, almost like a rendered video game. The famous double-slit experiment revealed that particles exist in a state of probability until measured, as if the universe loads reality only when it's needed. And it gets even stranger. Physicist James Gates found something unexpected buried deep within the equations of supersymmetry. Error-correcting codes, the same kind used in computer software, in the fundamental equations governing reality. Think about that. Our reality might be running on a form of cosmic code, and at the smallest scale, space itself appears to have a resolution limit, a smallest possible unit of space, suggesting that reality isn't infinitely smooth, but rather quantized, like pixels on a screen. So if this is the case, who or what is running the simulation? And more importantly, why? Some say it's an alien civilization, others a hyper-advanced AI, but long before computers, before physics or philosophy, one worldview had already answered this question. Islam, which claims its holy book to be the direct speech of the Creator, is no stranger to profound assertions about the nature of reality. The Quran has long presented insights that align with modern scientific discoveries.
Descriptions of the human embryo in the Quran cannot be based on scientific knowledge in the 7th
But
century.
beyond the physical world, what does Islam say about the very nature of reality itself? Islam offers a fascinating perspective that mirrors modern simulation theory in profound ways. The Quran calls this world Dunya, literally meaning the lower, temporary, or near life. It describes it not as ultimate reality, but a temporary realm, a simulation of sorts. The life of this world is nothing but amusement and diversion, while the home of the hereafter is best for those who are mindful. Will you not understand? Islam says, this world is a mirage, a carefully coded arena, not random, not chaotic, but designed with intention. A place designed not for permanence, but for purpose. This isn't to deny beauty, but to remind us even beauty here is temporary, part of the test and illusion. We have indeed made whatever is on earth as an adornment for it in order to test which of them is best in deeds. But eventually, everything we know will turn to dust. The Quran doesn't call the world fake, it calls it deceptively limited. a veil. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. In a narration, Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, once had a bag of dates that mysteriously lasted her for months until one day she finally looked inside. Only 2 remained. The Prophet, peace be upon him, told her, Aisha, if you had not looked, it would have lasted much longer for you. Isn't that eerily similar to what quantum physics tells us? That reality doesn't collapse until it's observed? Like a simulation rendering only what the player focuses on. What changed? The act of observation. The moment she looked, the outcome shifted. This hadith suggests a deeper truth, that perception shapes reality. The moment Aisha checked, scarcity appeared. In Islam, this isn't just about observation, it's about trust. Trust in a deeper system, a higher power, that what is meant for you will reach you, that what is written cannot miss. Every pixel of your experience has purpose, and while you may not control the code, you were always meant to navigate it, not as its master, but as its witness. And that brings us to the bigger question. If this is the simulation, a false reality, what is the real reality? There are 2 layers of reality, according to Islamic theology. A false reality, where people are absorbed in material distractions, assuming this world is all there is and there's nothing beyond death. The true reality, where one recognizes that existence extends beyond sensory perception and that there's an entire unseen dimension that affects our world and every action echoes in eternity. This means that many live only for what they can see, touch, and measure, blind to the deeper reality that extends beyond this life. But signs of a greater existence are everywhere, within the universe and within ourselves, if you seek it. The question is, are we paying attention? Imam al-Ghazali, 11th century scholar of Islam, once wrote, "People are asleep. When they die, they wake up." He wasn't just being poetic. He meant it literally. Ghazali argued that the senses deceive, that just as a dream feels real, this life too is just a layer. And he wasn't alone. Ibn Taymiyyah said that everything in creation is contingent. It only exists because Allah wills it to. Without the will of the Creator, this so-called reality disappears. So it's not independently real, it's hosted. Their insights align remarkably with modern simulation theory, suggesting that this world is not the ultimate reality, but a designed system leading to a greater truth. Now, if this world is designed, then what's it designed for? Why would an all-powerful creator place us inside a simulation? Contrary to what many propose, not just because the creator was bored. Islam explains why it exists, not as a destination, but as a testing ground, a false layer to reveal the truth within you. Did you think you would enter paradise without Allah proving which of you truly struggled for His cause and patiently endured? Meaning, this existence is crafted as a space of moral and spiritual trial. This test encompasses our choices, our responses to adversity, and our commitment to living a righteous life according to God's guidance, trusting the orchestrator beyond what we can see or fully understand. The idea of a divine test fits in an interesting way with the simulation theory. If our world was actually designed, then that means the test is the whole point and becomes the purpose of the simulation. Every choice we make could carry bigger weight beyond our understanding, affecting what happens to us in the real, eternal world beyond this one. This way of thinking would help us understand how faith, free will, and the nature of our existence finally all connect. Every choice you make here ripples there. Not everything is meant to be understood right away, but your role in this system is simple: to recognize the test and respond with action. Every soul will taste death, and you will only be given your full compensation on the day of resurrection. So he who is drawn away from the fire and admitted to paradise has attained his desire. And what is the life of this world except the enjoyment of delusion? Okay, so if this world really is a simulation, or at least a designed test, what do we do now? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, gave a clear instruction: be in this world as if you were a stranger or a traveler. A traveler doesn't mistake the road for his destination. He navigates wisely, preparing for what's ahead. This doesn't mean ignore life. Islam teaches balance, take care of responsibilities, build, contribute, seek the best of this life. But don't get lost in the illusion. Everything you do here, how you treat people, how you respond to hardship, what you choose when no one's watching, it all counts. Islam's message is about awareness, that this world is not nothing, it's a mirror. Your choices reflect what you really believe, and belief isn't just words, it's action, intention, trust in something beyond the visible. In Islam, knowledge matters, not just information, but understanding, knowing the system you're in, why it exists, who designed it, and what comes next. This is a form of worship in Islam. It is through knowledge that we come to understand our place in creation, our responsibilities, and the true nature of our existence. If our reality were indeed a form of simulation, the pursuit of knowledge would become even more critical. Understanding the parameters of the simulation, the reasons for its existence, and the nature of its creator would be essential. And if this world is a grand simulation, we have to ask, what happens when it reaches the end? Islam tells us that when the program ends, we don't disappear. We wake up, and that's when the real reality begins. A test implies accountability, and when this test is over, would we be prepared for what comes after? And if this stirred something inside of you, drop a comment below. What do you think about the nature of this life? If this is an assessment, then your choices matter, but how much of them are truly yours? Click now to understand what Islam says about free will and how this changes everything.